Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Maiy and FARHAN by MAIYZOULAZUDDIN, and I am from AP2204B. Alright, today I'm gonna talk about the advantage and the disadvantage of drinking tea. Today I'm gonna elaborate more things about the disadvantage and the advantage of drinking tea, such as 3 points for advantage and 3 points for the disadvantage. I'm going to continue from my last video is from the disadvantage point. Alright, for the first one is nausea. What is nausea? Alright, let me explain. Nausea is an uneasiness of the stomach that often accompanies the urge to vomit but doesn't always lead to vomiting. Vomiting is the possible voluntary or involuntary empty throwing up the stomach contents through the mouth. The second one is certain compounds in tea may cause nausea, especially when consumed in large quantities or an empty stomach. Thus, tannins in tea leaf are responsible for the bitter, dry taste of tea. The astringent nature of tannins can also irritate the tissues, potentially leading to uncomfortable symptoms such as nausea or stomach ache. And the last one is you can also try adding a splash of milk or having some food with your tea. Tannins can bind your protein and carb in food, which can minimize digestive irritation. Okay, for the second disadvantage point for my drinking tea is increased anxiety, stress, and restlessness. Tea leaf naturally contain caffeine. Over-consuming caffeine from tea or any other source may contribute to feeling or anxiety, stress, and restlessness. An average cup is only about 240 milliliters of tea contains about 11 to 61 milligrams of caffeine depending on the variety and brewing method. Black teas tend to contain more caffeine than green and white varieties, and the longer you sleep your tea, the higher its caffeine content. Research suggests that caffeine dose under 200 milligrams per day are unlikely to cause significant anxiety in most people. Still, some people are more sensitive to the effects of caffeine than others may need to limit their intake further. If you notice your tea habit is making you feel jittery or nervous, it could be a sign you have had too much and may want to cut back to reduce symptoms. You may also consider opting for caffeine-free herbal teas. Herbal teas are not considered true teas because they are not derived from the Camellia sinensis plant. Instead, they are made from a variety of caffeine-free ingredients such as flowers, herbs, and fruit. Okay, for the third one is poor sleep. Because tea naturally contains caffeine, as I said from the last point, right? Excessive intake may disrupt your sleep cycle. Melatonin is hormone that signals your brain that it's time to sleep. Some research suggests that caffeine may inhibit melatonin production, resulting in poor sleep quality. Inadequate sleep is linked to a variety of mental issues, including fatigue, impaired memory, and reduced attention span. What's more, chronic sleep deprivation is associated with an increased risk of obesity and poor blood sugar control. People metabolize caffeine at different rates, and it's difficult to predict exactly how it impacts sleep pattern in everyone. And some studies have found that even just 200 milligrams of caffeine consumed 6 or more hours before bedtime could negatively affect sleep quality, whereas other studies have observed no significant effects. If you are experiencing symptoms related to poor sleep quality and regularly drinking caffeine tea, you may want to consider reducing your intake, especially if you also consume other caffeine containing beverage or supplements. Alright, for now I'm gonna talk about the advantage of the drinking tea. I'm gonna elaborate some more of the advantage. There's a lot of advantage of drinking tea. I just take 3 points from those advantage. For the first one is protect heart health. Recent research, including animal studies, shows that tea drinking may significantly lower the risk for serious heart disease, including heart attack and blood clots. Tea contains anti-inflammatory properties that help soothe tissues in arteries. This helps to minimize the risk of inflammation that can restrict blood circulation and cause clotting. Tea consumption may also help decrease high blood pressure and lower cholesterol. One study found that people who drank 4 cups of more of green tea each day had a 22% decreased risk of heart attack and significantly lower levels of bad LDL cholesterol. For the second one is boost energy. Green tea contains a small amount of caffeine that can help increase energy. The low caffeine amounts make green tea a good choice for people who are looking to cut back on their caffeine intake. Thus, green tea energy boosting properties are further driven by an amino acid known as L-theanine. This amino acid slows the absorption of caffeine. As a result, the energy boost from green tea is long-lasting and more steady than that from a cup of coffee. You will get the increased focus and energy without the jittery side effects or the crash when the caffeine wears off. L-theanine also increases alpha wave in the brain, helping to increase focus while at the same time offering calming and relaxing effects. Alright, for the third one is may aid weight loss. Green tea may help accelerate weight loss thanks to its chemical composition. Green tea contains amino acids that signal the body to burn stored fat. The caffeine in green tea also helps boost energy so you can power through your workout more efficiently. Studies have shown that these benefits are more pronounced in individuals of Asian descent. People of other ethnicities may also see improved weight loss numbers, but to a lower extent than the others. Green tea extract is a popular weight loss supplement that is promoted to accelerate weight loss. Green tea extract is simply a concentrated form of green tea leaf. By drinking tea, you can get the same weight loss benefit as taking a supplement. Okay, that's all for today. There's the disadvantage and advantage of drinking tea. I hope you take note what I said. Okay, thank you and see you next time. Inshallah. Assalamualaikum.